Every Indian neighborhood has that one story. The uncle who suddenly stopped leaving his house, a young man who used to be brilliant in college now walks around talking to himself, or the girl who used to be full of laughter now walks around afraid, confused, and looks lost. And the common response is that you hear things like "pagal ho gaya," there's some evil force at play. And we conveniently look away and we pretend like it's something else. But what if it's not madness, not weakness, not black magic, none of the above? What if it's a condition that can be understood and be treated just like any other illness? That's what we are talking about today, schizophrenia. But not as a medical term, but as a lived human reality, especially in India. So, what is schizophrenia? It's a mental health disorder that affects how we perceive reality. It's not about having two personalities, that's a myth. It's about brain signals getting scrambled. You see, our brain constantly filters what's real and what's imagined. But in schizophrenia, that filter weakens. The person might hear voices that no one else hears, might see things that nobody else sees. They might hold beliefs that are completely irrational to the outsiders, like feeling watched, followed, or controlled. Or they might lose connection with people. They might end up talking less, they might feel withdrawn, they might look blank. It's like their mind has two overlapping worlds, one real, one distorted. And they can't tell always which one is which. It's painful, it's confusing, and it's not their fault. So, how does schizophrenia start? Schizophrenia doesn't suddenly explode one morning. It builds quietly over months or years. You might see someone changing slowly, but you can't quite explain how. They start losing interest in their friends or studies. They look distracted and even disconnected. They stop taking baths regularly and they even stop taking care of their appearance. They begin talking strangely. They begin saying odd things that have odd logic. They might even be under the impression that people are out to get them. That's paranoia. And parents might misinterpret the whole situation as thinking that, the child is just stressed, or it's the exam pressure, or it's just merely a heartbreak. But this is often the prodromal phase, the early onset when the illness is beginning to quietly take its shape. And more often than not, especially in the Indian society, when such things are physically observed, but it never occurs to anyone to consult a professional, a medical professional, or a psychiatrist as the first resort. So, what does schizophrenia feel like? Imagine being in your room alone and suddenly you hear a voice that's whispering your name, not once, but again and again. And imagine everyone